Mind your business. All 2K18, 2K19, 2K 2020. Just mind your business and keep it moving.
Yo, I don't wanna seem clingy. I just wanna know if you coming to the moon with me. Human nature don't fit me. Like Neil Armstrong, I'm here to create history. Still can't wrap my head around your mystery. Signals on my mind, we got chemistry. Flipping out on anyone that tries to play me. I ain't a killer.
What's up, everybody? It's Ignore, and I'm back at it again with another story time. So in this story time, I'm just gonna be talking about the importance of just minding your own damn business when it comes to somebody else's relationship. So this story time takes place in high school, which was not that long ago, and I had two friends. One of the friends, I'm gonna call them Bella, and the other friend I'm gonna call Alexis. And those were like the two friends that I like hung out in high school with, and you know, we enjoyed ourselves. It was fun. So one day, Bella, which is like the main person in this story, she came up to me and she was like, "Oh, there's this guy, and I really like him, and he's so cool. He does this, he does that. We had sex, blah blah blah." I'm just like, okay. And this like went on for about like 3 days. Just her telling me about this guy. I'm just like, "Bella, who is this guy?" And she was like, "Oh, he goes to the school." So in my head, I'm just like, "Oh, like, you know, who is it?" And she was like, "Well, I can't tell you because he has a girlfriend." And I'm just like, in my head, like, who has a girlfriend in the school? Like, who's like in a relationship in the school? I couldn't really put two and two together, but I'm just like, who is it? She was like, "I can't tell you." So she was like, "I'll tell you tomorrow." So tomorrow comes around and I go to like a certain class, and it like clicks in my head that this could be the guy that she's talking about, but I would have never thought in a million years like that's the guy. So the next day, that same day, she tells me we just gonna name him Brandon. So she told me, "Oh, it's Brandon," and I was like really surprised because Brandon and his girlfriend, we're gonna name his girlfriend Ayanla. So Brandon and Ayanla have been together ever since like sophomore year. Like they've been together more than 2 years and going strong. So I would have never thought that, you know, he would really hook up with her. So when she told me that, you know, I kind of looked at him a little different. I never really spoke to him at all, but it was just crazy to me. So after that, like, I told my other friend, what did I name her? We're just going to name my other friend Stephanie. So I named the other friend Stephanie. I forgot what I named her. Anyway, so Stephanie was like my best friend, like ace boom coon. So I told Stephanie like who it was. She was like really shocked about it. And Stephanie and Bella, they kind of like talked to each other, but it wasn't that strong of a relationship. But once all three of us like came together and like we talked about it, that's where like our bond got stronger. Now that's where I really went wrong, because I should have just minded my own damn business and moved on. But no, I took it upon myself to be nosy. So one day, just fast forward, Bella came to school with a black eye, and you know, everybody was just like, you know, "What happened to you? Like, what's going on?" She was like, "Oh, I just fell down the stairs or whatever." And I remember just like Bella, Stephanie, and me, we were just having a conversation about her black eye. She just kept on lying. We were just like, "Stop lying." She was said the person was Brandon that hit her. And at the time, I was so immature. I laughed at the reason why. But she said that Brandon hit her in the eye because... So here's what happened. She said that Brandon and her was over his house and he was smoking weed. And she got mad at Brandon and she had the weed in her hand. She told Brandon that, if he didn't, I forgot what the whole situation was about, but it was something like if he didn't do something, she was going to throw the weed on the floor. So he didn't do it, and she ended up throwing the weed on the floor, and then I guess he just started pouncing on her, and that's how she got the black eye. That was not funny, but it's just funny because she has this attitude as to where, like, she thinks she could do whatever she wants to do. Like, she thinks that she could just do whatever and just, like, whatever about it. That's her kind of attitude. So it was funny to me at the moment, but when I really thought about it, I'm just like, this is really not funny. So even it got really serious to the point where the counselor got involved. She had to put like what happened. They call ACS for things like that. So once I found out that Brandon was like hitting on her, I was thinking to myself that, like, I had another friend. She's just not really a part of the story, but it was another friend. She would tell me that, like, he used to beat on his girlfriend, Ayanla. So I'm just like, okay, this guy is a hot damn mess. Anyway, it's like a really big, it's like a gap of just like her telling me and Stephanie things about, this guy, Brandon, hitting her, talking to her crazy, feeling guilty that he has a whole girlfriend and she's pretty much the side chick. And Bella didn't really care. Like, she didn't give a damn. She just really liked Brandon. I'm trying not to say these people's names because it's so easy to say, but yeah. So around this time, for some odd reason, like back then, I had to make somebody else's problem related to me. So back around this time, I was like in a relationship. I was in a relationship ever since like 2012. Around this time, 2014. No, actually, it was 2015. And I was just really just going through it with this person, and this person cheated on me. So I'm like, I could relate to Ayanla about being cheated on. So pretty much I knew how Ayanla would feel, and so I pretty much told Ayanla that her man Brandon was cheating on her, and her first response was that a lot of people have been telling her that. She does not believe it because there's like a lot of very immature people in our school that did not like her just because they didn't like her. She was very quiet, very to herself, but a lot of people did not like her. But she said, coming from me, since she didn't really know me, like, damn, like, I kind of believe it now. And I was just like, well, I just spilled all the beans. I was just like, he hit her. He's been cheating on you. He's been cheating on you and everything like that. So, after I told her, I guess word got around to Bella that I pretty much told her, and Bella was really upset with me. She was just like, you're supposed to be my friend. Why would you tell her? Like, I really trusted you. And that's when, like, me and Bella's relationship, like, just went downhill. Like, it went really downhill. And I guess Ayanla had told Brandon that, I spoke to her, and Brandon was really, really mad at me. Like, I never spoke to this guy a day in my life, but he was really, really mad at me. So all of a sudden, he just came up with this whole hate train of Malik. Like, just dumb shit about me. He would say, like, behind my back and to other people like, oh, Brandon said this about you. Like, y'all don't even talk. Like, why would he say that? Like, out of the blue. So one day, like, I saw him talking to this other boy that I think he was a junior, somebody I just seen throughout the school. I knew who he was, but just seen him. But so he was talking to this other guy one day. So I'm like, okay. And I just moved on about my day. And later that day, I went to my gym class. I put all my clothes inside my locker, whatever. Went to gym. like I always do. And the guy that's like, so when you go into the lockers in my school, there's always like 2 people there, pretty much seeing that nobody fights, nothing crazy is going on or whatever. That guy knew me, so he came to my gym class. He pulled me aside and he was just like, somebody broke into your locker. So what was so funny to me was that this same guy that he was talking to, when I was like putting myself inside my locker, he sat like right next to me. And he was just waiting there. And in my head, I'm just like, something don't seem right. So I opened back up my locker, and I remember I took out my headphones. And that was it. And I left like my glasses, my trench coat. It was my check, because I was working around that time. Like everything inside there. So I go to my locker. Like everything is pulled out of my locker. The only thing that he took was my glasses, and that's it. Obviously, he probably didn't see my check because it was like in the folder, but I knew that he did it. I knew that this nigga had did it. So, you know, I was just like, I never went back to my gym class after that. And it was like senior year, what, a month was left? 2 months was left. So after that, you know, I told, you know, some of my friends that this happened, and I really felt like Bella knew that this is what Brandon had did. Anyway. So much stuff has happened, like, in that whole situation. Like, even my other friend, Stephanie, like, I don't know, something happened with us to the point where she kind of started treating me different, too. And I was just trying to let them understand, like, where I was coming from. I was coming from a place of just, like, you know, this girl, Ayana, she really needs to know. Like, this is what's going on. And my whole motive behind it was just because, like, I was going through the same thing around that time. So it was not right, but something I did. So also, I forgot to say that Bella had she almost got in a fight with one of Brandon's friends, and we're just gonna name her Anna. And literally, Anna and Bella was like almost about to fist fight. It was like this whole big thing because everybody in the school thought that, I'm gonna say her real name, everybody in the school thought that Bella was lying about the whole situation, and when she really wasn't. She was really telling the truth. But honestly, I made it big. Like, it was actually my fault that it really spiraled out of control. And you know, I feel so bad about it, but I did it. But it's like whatever. And besides that, after I told her about what happened, after she had that fight with the other girl, Anna, that's when, like, I guess Bella had spilled the beans and said everything. And Ayanla heard her say it. All of Ayanla's friends, all of Brandon's friends, they all heard her say that, and pretty much they knew that I was telling the truth and she was telling the truth too about the whole situation. And Brandon never came back to the school. He did not graduate with us. He just never came back. He actually wanted to fight me, and I remember Bella saying, like, she just had to tell him not to fight me and whatever like that. Like, this he actually wanted to fight me. Whatever. And so I mean, after all of that went down, Ayana like talked to me and she was like, you know, I really believed you now. Thank you for telling me. Cool. And all her friends was like, yeah, you're pretty cool. Thank you for telling us the truth and whatever. And then after that, like, just me and Bella were really close friends anymore. It was more like a fake relationship. And Bella is just a whole person in herself. She's an Aquarius, and she's the reason why I really don't like Aquarius. And Pisces, I don't like Pisces either. But that's it for this story time, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this story time, and pretty much mind your business. mind your business all 2K18, 2K19, and 2K2020 when it comes down to somebody else's problem or somebody else's relationship.